Hello, welcome to Jade Kind Gaming. My name is Adam, and today I will be unboxing the Disney Lorcana trading card game Illumineer's Quest Palace Heist, which came out with the Reign of Jafar set, and I loved the first Illumineer's Quest against Ursula, so looking forward to another one. And this one just looks like the packaging is so much nicer. For example, it's like a box that you'll keep. Like this is proper box, like more like a board game kind of box, rather than that. Oh, and just noticing, designed for horizontal storage or with him upright. So horizontal or vertical. Let's look at the back of the box. 1 to 2 players with included decks. Steal back the crown. Having reforged the broken Hexwell crown, Jafar has transformed into the formidable supreme sorcerer of Lorcana. It's now up to you to sneak into his stronghold and snatch the reforged crown before he becomes all-powerful. A threatening chase. In this game of Keep Away, a ruthless underling or item from Jafar's deck is all he needs to seize the crown. But make it through the traps and obstacles he's set up throughout the palace, and you'll recapture this source of power. Dealing out danger. Jafar will do anything to stop you. From his self-playing deck, he deploys perils and defenses, from colossal moving statues to deceptive illusions, and even the full might of the desert sands. A fighting chance. Whenever you go after the crown on your own, or whether you go after the crown on your own or teamed up with a friend, the 2-player decks are designed with characters, items, and more that will help you on your daring quest. Choose from 4 battlegrounds to set the difficulty level that's right for you. You can add 1 to 2 more players with extra decks. And it has the scenario deck for Jafar with a storage box, 50 cards, 2-player deck, 60 cards with storage boxes, an oversized Jafar card, a reforged crown tile, Palace Heist game rules, Palace Heist playmat, 2 cards featuring 4 battlegrounds, a Jafar draw token, 5 lore tracker tokens, 29 damage counters, and a victory card. I'm gonna get the tape off of all these sides. And delve on in. Okay, sure, we'll start with this thing wrapped in plastic. Like a weak spot that I can get in. Haha. I am, as I'm taking this out, also just noticing, like, in here, like, you know, it's not the nicest. It's just cardboard. It's not plastic. But, like, it's got spots for each of the components. So, organized storage inside the box. Very nice. And is this the playmat? This is the playmat. It was just a little paper thing in the first one. Oh, this Illumineer's Quest is so much nicer. Okay, so this is a nice heavy cardboard. Got a spot for crown, for Jafar, keeping track of Jafar's draw, the discard, scenario deck, and hand, Jafar's inkwell, Jafar's locations, okay, Jafar's play area, the row where things play from, and then the lore from 0 up to 40. And it looks like the back is fun art with snake temple. We got some Aladdin riding Jafar the snake, grabbing for the crown while Bolt does the same. Is that Basil? Not selective. Jafar here, I guess. And then these, I think these and this one are maybe some of like the Lorcana heroes. But yeah, so cool art piece. Yeah, really just a board that's actually heavy duty. I just noticed the inside of the box. that's the box lid. Very nice. Okay. Sure. Let's look at the Palace Heist rules. Crown Reforged. Overview, objective, how to set things up. Different for different number of Illumineers. The different battlegrounds, so the different easy, normal, hard, and extreme difficulty levels. How to run Jafar's turn. Special rules for Jafar, obstacles, and the Reforged Crown. As well as rules for stealing the crown. What to do on the Illumineer's turn. Some symbols in the key, for a key there. Challenge characters and locations. And winning the game. For those who defeat Jafar and escape his treacherous palace with the crown, one more secret awaits. Reveal what has been hidden if you dare. I'm just going to open that here. And then the little overview of Jafar's turn and stealing the crown on the back. So once you know what you're doing, you just have a quick reference. Alright, we got this. Paper sheet here. Has Jafar, Supreme Sorcerer of Lorcana. Ooh. Oh, with the little scarab beetles. Very fun. And what is this? So easy. Jafar's Throne Room Battleground. Jafar's characters enter play exerted. And Illumineer abilities. You can spend lore to do extra things. Then our normal difficulty in the secret passage, and what things you can spend lore on, and Jafar begins the game with ink mote in play. The hard difficulty in the crown chamber, Jafar begins the game with ink mote in play, and his locations gain resist +1. And here's the things you could spend ink on. And full alert. Extreme difficulty gets the inkwell. His locations get evasive and +1 lore. And the only thing you can spend lore on is spend 4. Chosen character gains evasive this turn, which I guess is how you would get to challenge his locations. And we get... yeah. We have the Reforged Crown item. At the start of their turn, whoever has this item gains 2 lore. If this item would leave play for any reason, Jafar steals it instead. While Jafar has this item, he can't lose the game. So, it's a cardboard card. And then we have our 3 deck boxes. Just folds, and really easy becomes... yeah, so we have Jafar's deck box. And then the player deck boxes. This is Pinocchio and Elsa for Sapphire and Amethyst. And then the player deck for like Amber and Steel, featuring Bolt and Goofy. Yeah. And these are definitely thick enough that, like, you could put, I'm sure, sleeved cards in there. This I thought was really cool, because I'm so used to the very thin tokens that you have to punch out yourself. Here we have different puzzling pieces that were definitely referenced in the rules, but I went over quick. And then we have different sized, thick cardboard tokens for your damage markers. Last one, -3, -5. So, got a bunch of those. Nicer than the usual ones we get. Alright. I guess these gonna... So this spacer at the bottom would come out so that you could take the deck box and it will now fit all the way in and even be a better use of space. Yeah, let's start taking a look at the cards. The player deck boxes featured that scarabee art on the back, so I was wondering, I guess it's going to be something weird, but no, these will just be cards that will fit in with any other Lorcana deck to build as normal. Goofy, groundbreaking chef with like a foil that like features like a wavy look, but plenty to go around. At the end of your turn, you may remove up to 1 damage from each of your other characters. Already, each character you remove damage from this way. Oh, nice. And then Bolt, same wavy foil. Super Dog, Shift 3, Mark of Power. Whenever you ready this character, gain 1 lore for each other undamaged character you have in play. And Bolt Stare, Exert, banish chosen illusion character. Okay, okay. We got Lilo, Escape Artist, Rhino, Revive, another different Rhino that's also dual ink. Bolt. Lots of dual ink ones here. Vinny. I just like to blow things up. When you play this character, you may deal 3 damage to chosen character. Rhea. Doc. Bold Knight. And yeah, these are like going from like set 5, 7, 8, 6. Yeah, these are all over the place for what set they're from. Nanny. Caring Sister. Stitch. Alien Troublemaker. I win. During your turn, this character banishes another character in a challenge. You may draw a card and gain a lore. Monterey Jack. Try Everything. Invited to the Ball. Amber Chromacon. Penny. Pluto. Hot Potato. Beyond the Horizon. Simba, son of Mufasa. Zipper. Atiata. Bolt. Rhino again. Trusty. Vanellope von Sweets. Healing Touch. Mulan. Disguised Soldier. Aquila. Hercules. Unwavering Demigod. Challenger +2. Got Bolt. Training Staff. Simba Lost Prince. Oh. Face the Past. During your turn, whenever this character banishes another character in a challenge, you may draw a card. And Dr. Calico. Definitely banishing characters is great for this deck, because obviously you have to do that against the Jafar. We got our other player deck. This one featuring Pinocchio. Strings attached. Evasive and got to keep real quiet. Once during your turn, whenever you ready this character, you may draw a card. And Elsa, Ice Maker. So, Shift 4 and Winter Wall. Whenever this character quests, you may exert chosen character. If you do, and you have a character named Anna in play, the chosen character can't ready at the start of their next turn. Okay. Here's Elsa, the Fifth Spirit. Into the Unknown. Anna, Mystical Majesty. Olaf. Elsa, Fierce Protector. Anna, Magical Mission. I was like, is that the same title? Nope. Atlantean Crystal, Heads Held High. Is a sing together. All is Found. Bruni. They Never Come Back. Forest Duel. Sven. Keen-Eyed Reindeer. Anna. Icebreaker. So lots of Anna and Elsa in here. It's fun. I'm not sure my wife will quite enjoy that. Ice Spikes. Tipo. Sir. Pellinor. Ludwig von Drake. Sapphire Coil. Sisu. Honeymarin. Elsa Trusted Sister. Yelena. Ryder. Vinok. Ben. King Candy. Olaf. Anna. Trusting Sister. And Water Has Memory. And of course, our final deck in here is Jafar's deck. And this one does have the back that is the red sands with the scarab beetles. Because of course this deck needs to not be combined with normal cards. They work different. Although I am a little sad that it doesn't match the Ursula deck, so I can't like mix them and match them, but I don't know, it might work very different than those. But anyway, so this is the deck that automatically just kind of plays itself. It worked great with the Ursula's quest, so Metal Scorpion, Palace Guard. Bring it to me. When Jafar plays this character, he steals the Reforged Crown. Iago. Bodyguard. If this character enters play exerted. While this character is exerted, Jafar's locations can't be challenged. Okay. Yeah, very referencing of Jafar specific. So yeah. Razul. Jafar's sentry character enters play exerted. And has Bodyguard. Treasure Guardian. Illusory Protector. So it is an illusion. Shifting Sands. Illumineers can't use Battleground abilities. Okay. Which are the ones from, yeah, they'll let you spend lore to do stuff. Jafar. Spectral Sorcerer. Villain Illusion Sorcerer. Return to me. When Jafar plays this character, he plays all items named Mechanical Snake from his discard for free. Ouch. Genie. Towering Phantasm. Ally Illusion. Perfect Timing. When Jafar plays this character, each illusion has exerted. If each Illumineer has an exerted character in play, he gains 3 lore. The Sultan, Spectral Ruler, pay fealty. When Jafar plays this character, each Illumineer chooses and discards a card. Another illusion. Jasmine Illusion. Over here, whenever this character quests, Jafar draws a card. Gazim. These are just some fun, because these, with Ursula, it was like characters from across Disney, like enchanted to work for her. This is just so many characters from Aladdin, and that's so fun. Dreamborn, Fighting Dirty. When Jafar plays this character, he deals 2 damage to each opposing damaged character. Iago Crown Seeker. Whenever this character quests, Jafar steals the Reforged Crown. Monumental Scarab. Ooh. Gargantuan Cobra. Colossus. When Jafar plays this character, he deals 3 damage to each opposing exerted character. Tiger Behemoth, another Colossus. Abu, an illusion. Aladdin, another illusion. Misleading Phantom, evasive. So yeah, so he has, you know, obviously the heroes from it are illusions that he has control. Now there are others in here, clearly. We have Basil. But that's probably half the deck. Assuming that we're now past characters from Aladdin. Half the deck is things that are either from Aladdin or seem like they are. Basil. I don't know, that's a much weaker character there. But another illusion. Sandblast, again, back to Desert. So more than half the deck, I'd say. Jafar deals 1 damage to each opposing character, then puts this card into his inkwell face down. Oh no. Destructive Misstep. Jafar's locations lose ward until the start of his next turn. The Illumineers may choose and banish up to 1 of Jafar's locations. Oh, this is one of the ones that helps the players. Great. Disastrous Sandstorm. Each Illumineer chooses and banishes 1 of their items or locations. Ouch. Sudden Power. Jafar gains 2 lower, then put this card into his inkwell face down. Arcane Quake. Jafar exerts all opposing characters. They can't ready at the start of their next turn. Cataclysmic Cyclone. Each Illumineer chooses 1 of their characters, items, or locations. Then Jafar banishes all other opposing characters, items, and locations. Oh no. Sandwave. Jafar returns all opposing exerted characters to their Illumineer's hands. Mechanical Snake. Seize the crown. When Jafar plays this item, he steals the reforged crown. Disassembled Serpent. Exert. Banish. Jafar gains 2 lore. We got a few of those. And then Fiery Basin. Face the Flames. At the start of Jafar's turn, he banishes this item to have each Illumineer choose 1 of their characters and deal 4 damage to them. Giant Hourglass. Again, more things from Aladdin. Exert. Jafar deals 1 damage to each opposing character. The rest of these are locations, because he had a whole spot for locations. Jafar plays this location. He deals 1 damage to each opposing character. Endless Staircase. Vertigo. Jafar plays this location. He deals 3 damage to the character with the highest cost each Illumineer has in play. A couple of those. Royal Armory. Resist +1. A couple of those. Crystal Gate. Ward. Deepwell Labyrinth. Map the Maze. Whenever a character challenges this location, each Illumineer chooses and discards a card. Hall of Illusions. Opposing characters can't quest. Oh no. Clockwork Sawblades. Ward and No Escape. When Jafar plays this location, he deals 2 damage to each opposing character. And Ink Moat. Nothing special, but is free to play. Thanks. And then here's the one you don't get to see until you win, but I'm going to. Be it known, the contents shall remain hidden while I, Jafar, am Supreme Sorcerer of Lorcana. Just carefully peeled open the top so that it can slide back in, so that when I win this with my wife, we can look at it. But of course, you want to see. Got a little bit of story here. And a fun bit of art. That's fun. And then we have a card. Set 8. Another foil. Archimedes. I guess it's a special rarity there. You don't need that. When you play this character, you may banish chosen item. And during your turn, whenever an item is banished, you may draw a card, then choose and discard a card. Yeah. So, that is Palace Heist. It is much more set up like a board game. It is packaged better. It is better quality materials, you know, cardboard mat instead of paper. But otherwise, in general, it looks like the same kind of concept as the last time we had it in the Illumineer's Quest. It's a cooperative game that works against a automated opponent, and that's great fun. I've had a lot of great fun with that with my wife. That way we get to work together while playing Lorcana. So I'll link down below where you can pick this up online. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.